Okay, this is John Carrots, and I'm here with Janice Vollero, and we're trying to start a new thing with interviewing Pennsylvania Transhumanists. Now, Janice used to work with me before he retired. Actually, we worked together since the 80s with the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. And back when I was running for president, I told her about, and she joined the Transhumanists Party of the United States. And me and Janice have talked in the past about the fact that we were joking earlier had her laughing about the fact that I made a mistake of saying there was only one party, but there's only two parties, main parties, and it's very difficult in this country for the smaller parties to actually get a footing. Now, you agree with that there should be more parties, and you actually in the past have voted for other parties, right?
Yes, I have. I truly believe that neither the Democrats nor the Republicans have everything that I feel is important.
Okay, and I guess I had made the comment that I felt that they were kind of the same anymore, but you said you didn't really think that was true. But I do feel that they have, over the years, flip-flopped in what you think a Republican is and what you think a Democrat is, and I think that's happened. Now, I wish, though, the bad thing about this thing, and I think we've talked about this before, is sometimes when you vote for a third party, they get upset because they say you're taking the vote away from another party. Well, what are your thoughts on that?
I think it's America, and I think you should vote for whoever you really feel is going to do the better job. That's what it's all about. That's what we were founded on, and I totally don't believe in that when they say that. In a way, I guess it is true, but then what you're doing is you're selling out your vote for a Democrat or a Republican, and you're not really voting for who you really want, if you believe in that.
Well, that's a good point. Maybe if more people got out and voted for the other parties,
exactly, that
would make a difference. If they didn't have the feeling that I'm giving the vote to somebody else.
I truly believe that maybe, like I said, that there might be a grain of truth in that when you look at it mathematically, but it's also maybe even a bullying tactic to make everybody conform either to a Democrat or a Republican.
So we'd also talked earlier before we started recording about the fact that I had talked to somebody that had run in a different country, and when asked about how many parties they had, they said they basically have as many parties as they have people running. What do you think about that? You think our country, especially America, should probably be like that, shouldn't it?
Well, I think if you did that, I think that would be a great idea. Although a lot of people probably would not like that, especially the parties, the main parties.
The parties that exist.
Right.
So what do you think what do you think some of the independents have that the Republicans and Democrats don't have? What do you feel that they should have?
I think they more think outside the box. And I think a lot of the average people out here think outside the box a little bit. I don't think they conform completely to the Democratic Party narrative, and I don't think they conform completely to a Republican narrative. I think there's a lot of people out there who see things differently.
And do you think actually that the third party people might not care as much about the party and the re-elections and the favors as much as maybe the big parties do?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think they believe in what they believe in.
So that's a good thing. Now with I'm going to hit you with this. Now there should be some new elections coming up. I mean, would you be likely to maybe vote for some independents and some different parties?
Oh, yes. I mean, I usually vote. I usually vote outside of my regular party when it comes down to it.
And you've done that throughout your life so far?
Yes.
So you plan on doing that again in the future? Of course, if I ran for president again, you'd vote for me,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely, I would.
I'm paying her to say that. So, and okay, so now originally you come from the Wilkes-Barre area. And how do you think, just an idea, how do you think politics have changed over the years?
I think they have flip-flopped. Wilkes-Barre, well, my family
that's Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, for people that might not know.
Yes.
It's one of our bigger areas. in Pennsylvania. You know, you have Philly, you have Pittsburgh, you have Erie, you have Scranton, Wilkes-Barre area, and then you have the Lehigh Valley, Allentown, Bethel, Easton, and those are kind of our big population areas. So it is one of the big population areas. Sorry, I just wanted to, for people listening, they might not know that. So you think it has changed?
Yeah, I grew up in a blue-collar family, and they were always heavily Democrat. And what I'm seeing back there now, they're heavily Republican. The things have changed a lot, in the way, in what the parties, how the parties are uniting with the working class folk, the blue-collar people.
Okay. Do you think maybe in some ways they went Republican because they felt let down by the Democrats, or?
Maybe.
I mean, you think maybe some of the other parties would support the working man more? I'm just.
Yes.
Like maybe the liberals or whatever. I guess liberals around, I think, well, the way the ballots go, I think around here in Pennsylvania, liberals usually get on, and I don't know if some of the smaller parties get on. I know different states, different parties get on the ballot. I'm pretty sure liberals get on our ballots here.
Yes.
So
yes, they do.
It gives you that, and I think every so often we get a Green Party person.
We get a Green Party.
I think that's a lot of, I think, what we get here in Pennsylvania. Not too many of the other parties. So now, what in this election coming up? What do you think you're looking for? What might you think of looking for?
Well, as you stated, we work together in DEP, so environmental is always important to me. Taxation is also very important to me.
Now, of course, you know, I'm in the Transhumanist Party and you joined the Transhumanist Party, so I'm sure some sort of health care and medical and things that help people with their longevity and stuff are important.
Longevity.
I think that should always be important. I think the fear I have about that, and people argue, is they worry when you talk about taking care of people and their health and everything that you get socialistic, and I don't think that's necessarily true. I don't think taking care of your people has to be viewed as socialistic, which I think is a mistake people make.
I agree. There's varying ways to do it. It's more of in my mind, it's more of a spectrum, and I think socialism may be on one end, and what the Green Party is trying to do somewhere further away from socialism than pure socialism, and I truly enjoy.
Well, I think they always like to use the word socialism when they want to try to steer people away from other people.
Right.
It's not necessarily socialism, but they know people don't like that word. Like, you can be reminded that when Social Security first came out, people were like, "Oh no, that's socialism," but now people say, "Don't take my Social Security from us."
Right.
Yeah. So that's good. So you're going to be voting again soon, and if there were more transhumanist people running that were covering your things and your health issues and stuff, you would be out there possibly voting for the transhumanists also?
Oh, I absolutely would. I really would.
I know I promised not to keep you too long on this interview, and you were nice enough to meet me here at the Sheets. You got a lovely sheet, and but I've had a hard time scheduling a lot of the other Pennsylvania transhumanists, so I'm glad you made the time for me. But I am very happy you did, and hopefully, since we got this first Pennsylvania transhumanist interview done, hopefully some of the other ones will want to sign up and do some interviews also and tell us their views.
I hope so. Yes.
Well, thank you very much, and you have a great one, and hope to see you out at the polls.
Yeah, and I hope to see you back on the ticket.
Thank you.